Hi, everyone. Mike White here. Welcome to this week's vlog post. In another crazy week after crazy weeks of volatility, I'm beginning to think that we're all experiencing a certain degree of whiplash for as much movement as we've seen in the markets, the bond market, for mortgage-backed securities in particular, but stock market and other markets as well. Really, with world events and things that are going on, it's a crazy time, and I think it's really important that we take a step back and relax and look at where we are and maintain our position of expertise. The fact that markets can move, things can change, some things remain the same. The important piece here is to be aware of what's going on and have information, understanding that, we're looking at information that sometimes can be incorrect. This week, they just updated jobs numbers that were hundreds of thousands of job, corrections. And when the market sees information coming from what they consider to be trusted sources, and then weeks or months later, if that information is updated or corrected really significantly, that also doesn't help the confidence that people are feeling. Today we're going to get unemployment claims. Tomorrow we're going to get the February jobs report. Lots of things that are going on, obviously, that are impacting where the markets can go. It's important that you're aware of what's going on, but you can't be in, constant turmoil because the markets are moving. Yesterday, again, another one of those days where, the market moved more than 100 basis points all over the place. And that can be disconcerting, but on the same token, we're in a spot where we've prepared our people that this isn't about the rate, it's about what the payment is. It's about what these movements mean. And in the grand scheme of things, what prices of other things, moving, people are pretty understanding and aware that there is some volatility out there. So, pay attention. Again, we're going to get unemployment numbers this morning for unemployment claims. And continuing claims, we're going to get the jobs report for February tomorrow. Those things are very important. The market views them very seriously. But as we've seen this past week, those things are also subject to, big adjustments. And we'll have to see if the information we see today and tomorrow also goes back and adjusts some other numbers. And, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't, but we just need to be aware of what's happening and understanding that, this isn't a static market. Things impact what's going on. What doesn't change are our clients, our referral partners, the desire for people to buy and sell homes, the desire for people to own where they live. Those things are very real, and that's not going to stop. So we have to pay attention to it. The next thing I want to cover is my availability and the programs that I put out there. Last week, last Friday, as a matter of fact, I did the mortgage coach call at the invitation of Dave Savage. And that always brings me a certain amount of inquiries and attention. And we've been seeing an uptick in the number of people who've been reaching out, looking for help, looking for, a consultation to talk about what I might be able to do to help them or their branch or their company. And it's really important that I try to respond rapidly to any of these requests, but you also have to understand that I don't have 50 or 100 coaches that work for me. I'm the only person here that does the coaching, and it is a very specific style where it takes the individual circumstance and that market into play. It's much more in depth and much more personal. It's not a one-off. It's not an online class. It really has to be interactive with the people and the company that I'm working with, because not all people are the same. Not all companies are the same. Not all markets are the same. And so I take that into consideration. And there are a number of ways that we can communicate. And what I tell people to do is go to the IMT coaching website and look around. There's a ton of free content on there. You can click on any number of the thumbnail videos and get an overview of each section as to what that about, and the philosophy and the things that I talk about and work toward. And if those things are interested, and people often want to have an idea of what the costs are behind it, you can just go to the website and you can look and see that if you go to the store and then you click on services, it'll give you the retail price of the 3 basic components or things that you can do, whether it be the site visit, coming into the 6-month Fast Start program, or joining the access to the website program. And those are all the one-off prices. Though people on the mortgage coach call and some of the companies that I have relationships with, they don't pay that pricing because I have a contract with them, or I have an agreement with them that I provide discounts. And those discounts just come in the form of, the fact that people pay less because I'm getting a steady stream of business from those entities. And so in most cases, if you're a company and you need a few site visits, or you have, a few dozen loan officers that you want to put into the program, what trainings you'd like to do, or what have you, we can modify those prices based upon what you're trying to accomplish and what your budget looks like. So what I ask you to do is take that into consideration. Don't be dissuaded. If you've got a company and you've got 100 or 200 or 300 loan officers, I understand that looking at a number of trainings and, a lot of, coaching clients, et cetera, it can be a daunting task. And so arranging a program for you and your company is something we can sit down and we can do and we can work on. But understand, my availability is limited because I am only one person. I can't cater to, everyone who wants to come in the door, nor is everybody who thinks coaching is a great idea finds my philosophy in their wheelhouse or something that they may be interested in. So, it is something that we take seriously. I'm always open to a phone call to talk about what the circumstances could be and what you're trying to accomplish, to see if we're a fit. And the easiest thing to do is just reach out to me, Mike@imtcoaching.com. Let me know how you come to find me, and let me know, when would be a convenient time, and we can go back and forth and schedule an appointment to get on the phone and spend a little bit of time seeing if we can be in a position to help each other get to what we need to do. So again, as always, it's Mike@imtcoaching.com. The IMT coaching website is there. If you have any questions or comments, we'd love to hear them. Again, pay attention to the markets and the news, because volatility for now anyway is not going anywhere. So we'd rather, be aware of what's happening and instead of being blindsided by it. So have yourselves a great week. We'll talk to you again real soon. Take care.